Give me more matches like that. I want aggro. I did see a wonderful Reddit post today. I was thinking about, since I started an Asia free-to-play account, seeing how far I could climb up in ladder, but I mean, obviously right now here's my focus. But I did see a great Reddit post today of somebody making it to Legend with a free-to-play deck. Now, as a one-turn kill warrior, which is a not easy deck to play at all. I'm gonna ditch all these, and we're gonna mulligan for mid range, and we didn't mulligan very well for mid range because we want the War Axe. But if this is control, it's gonna be interesting.
Greetings, friend.
We need to start paying attention to mulligans too. Okay, well we want to top deck a War Axe here. That is definitely not a War Axe. I don't think Shaman's going to have a lot of problems doing face damage to me, so I think I can armor up instead of trying to play into a Battle Rage here. So we got Monkey next turn. We have a Whirlwind. Cairn is alright. Hopefully I can throw a Korkron into this and not die, and hopefully we don't get Spirit Wolved. We do get Spirit Wolf, that lack of a turn 2 play. Honestly, getting the War Axe early is generally what makes a difference in a Shaman. I feel like it's favored versus Warrior, but it's not that. It's not by that much. Oh. It is another Control Shaman. Fascinating. Alright. I think Korkron's the play here regardless, because we have absolutely nothing else to do. I just hate that, I don't know, like I said, I just don't know where the Control Shaman hypes come from. He can clear this with what's on board. Or he can do a Lightning Bolt. There we go. But it's like, I can't just sit there. This deck is designed to actually be proactive, but if I'm sitting here having to Battle Rage for one card, we're just in a bad spot. There's a play, at least. Slam. Core. This is like the worst. I mean, I cleared his board, but at what cost? I have Cairn next turn, but since it's Control Shaman, I have a lot of early game pressure that I can put on, and he's just going to be able to have some good old times with that. So he's still playing Arch and Squire. Maybe it's not that early game. I don't know why a lot of these decks would be teching in Stormcrack, though, unless they're Control. So I think Cairn is the strongest play here. We could go for the Battle Rage. We may be able to greed out a better one later. I mean, we would be Battle Raging if we didn't have any other plays, but right now we have Cairn. And Cairn on turn 6 is very good. Or he'll Hex it. The important thing is that since our read is Control Shaman, okay, they all want to clear that first body. But since our read is Control Shaman, our first course of action is going to be to try and put some pressure up there. Now we need to attack the Tunnel Tree. Now we need to make a slightly different play than we were going to make before. Drawing the second Execute makes this a little bit easier. Do we have the mana to do what we want to do? I think we do. Okay, blood is good. Frothing is good. Alright, so Execute here. Tap that. Malcrook's nice on 7, but even nicer if you can save it till a little bit later.
Elements I like. Totems I love.
4 mana, 6/6. Overpowered. However, given the state of this deck, I don't really like executing that. I mean, one of those is probably Earth Elemental again.
What now?
We can see what weapon Malcrook gives us. It's probably the best place to start. 3/4, so it's Assassin's Blade. Pretty good. Alright, that does change our line of play just a little bit then. I am going to... let's see. Probably need to ditch the Spell Power Totem. I don't really need the Activator right now. Alright, so we're on board. We have tempo. He could Harrison, and that's how it goes. That was, like I said, people that were saying Malcrook is not very good before were focusing a lot on the bad things. And I've had plenty of whiffs with Malcrook, but usually getting a weapon and putting a substantial body on the board this stage of the game is still very good. I just wish I put more pressure on the board. Okay, here's the other thing. Alright. Okay, something's gonna get executed. And I don't particularly feel like taking that much face damage. Let's Battle Rage. Rag's good as a follow-up. We don't really need the other weapon. Alright. I don't think there's a way we can keep Malcrook alive. But we have a definite card advantage. No, that was a mistake.
That was
definitely a mistake. Too busy thinking out loud. Not busy playing. Got 2 more damage on there may make a difference. I don't know. Like I said, I got ahead of myself talking. Oh well.
There is a lot at stake here.
Okay, totems. Always the top totem. Oh, it's a healing totem. Alright, I don't think I rag here. Second War Axe. Definitely not what we wanted, but at least we can dig through our deck this way. Right. I just did that. That was an actual misclick from hell. Alright, well we're gonna do this then. Alright, we might as well do this. So that's like that was a total brain fart. Like, I meant to just dive in with the weapon on that. Okay. My brain's apparently a little bit foggy today.
There is a lot at stake.
Second Valiant. Second Taunt Totem. And don't be an Earth Elemental. It's not. Okay. Alright, so that totem has to die. Is Varian going to be better than Ragging here? I don't know for sure. He's on nothing. I'm at pretty low health. There's a pretty good chance that if I hit this here, Rag will either take this out or put a ton of pressure on the board. So I like the Rag armor up there better. As much of not a fan as I am of taking this much damage. Alright, so 50-50 split. We take down this guy. Varian, there's no guarantee what we get, so face damage is fine. He's got to deal with it. He needs 2 cards to combo out of anything here. So Hex, good top deck. Well, it's Varian time, right? I mean, the alternative's Weaponsmith, and that's just not very exciting. Let's Varian. We got a lot of taunts in our deck. Let's pull some. Maybe this time we can actually attack the correct target. There. Whoa! Whoa, hell. Alright, do we just win outright? No, we don't, but let's go ahead and just
That's incredible.
clear his board. Two pretty massive screw-ups there, and I'm still alive. I guess there's a lot of mid-range shamans that are teching in Stormcrack. I'm just not sure for what matchup.
You win.
Oh well. He played well. I kind of boned that up.
Versus Thrall!
Okay, more shaman.
For Doomhammer. Victory or death.
Once again, really want a War X. I debate keeping Execute versus Shaman. I'd prefer to keep it on going second, but this may bite me in the end. No, we gotta Execute anyway. The game really wants me to have Execute. Maybe it's forewarning. Alright, so what do you know? We practically got our old hand back. What are the odds of that, right? So that was a Shaman game that we won with very late weapons, which is unusual. Probably no matter what he drops, I'm dropping Acolyte of Pain. He mulliganed his whole hand, so he could be in the same position I'm in. Wonder if Blizzard ever is in fact going to patch not being able to see which cards got mulligan, which cards didn't get mulligan. I was hoping for the 1-1. Oh. Ravaging Ghouls, good to have in pocket. I have not actually seen a Ravaging Ghoul in a relevant point in the game in a while today. Alright. So Ichor Execute could be good. So far, I'm not really showing my hand for who I am. Let's see if he's about to. Alright, I would really like a weapon right now. Yes, thank you. And since we have the ghoul, is it right to card draw here? I mean, I could just ping out that totem. I feel like it's better if we save the ping. Still haven't tipped my hand yet. He's very likely playing mid-range because he dropped a Mana Tide totem. Some list run 2, some list run 1. If we are facing Control Shaman again,
What to do?
it's going to get a little tight.
What to do?
Tunnel Trog and Spirits. That's cool. Alright, I could go for a janky Execute play, but that does not feel like a good idea. We definitely want to tap one of these guys. And it feels like playing the taunt's probably better. Might as well get a card draw here just to see what we grab. Battle Rage. Battle Rage doesn't do me a lot of good just yet. I mean, I could technically kill both of these guys with a Ravaging Ghoul, Blood to Ichor. That doesn't really do a lot for this, though. So let's go ahead. I think the stronger play is just to play the Blood.
I have an axe to grind.
And if we don't Ichor it, one of those guys will survive. If I do, the board clears it. So I guess it's a matter of which do we want. Right now we're just going to keep them up. I'd like to save that Blood or Ravaging Ghoul. I have a lot of Whirlwinds in hand. But I don't just want to hand him over a free... Oh, that's right. Healing Totem. I thought it did at the beginning of your turn. It's at the end of your turn. Whew. Like I said, just gotta think. Just think. Not a Taunt Totem. That's good. So, what's going to be? Coin into Lightning Bolt. Alright. I'm sorry, the Stormcrack is just fascinating. There's got to be something going around that I've just missed. Where everyone's playing Stormcrack now. Okay. This is a decent time as any to double Whirlwind. You gotta execute as well. I mean, with our current hand, we don't have much more to do. We can't even make that great of a Battle Rage play right now. So let's just kind of do a reset. I mean, not the highest value anything ever. But on the other hand, we do have options. Alright. So now we sit and we wait. Hello, people who've been popping into and out of the channel here. I know there's a few people that are probably just looking for who's playing Tempo Warrior right now, because I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people are not playing Tempo Warrior like they did last season, which is just the interesting ebb and flow of everything. And obviously, he's going to make a move at some point. That really didn't flip the table. I'm sure he has a thing from below or something he can drop. If he's going to tilt Rage Quit right here, I'm not going to play into it. Alright, let's see what we got. Axe is good. We're not going to develop it yet, though. Let's go ahead and just Ichor our own. Whirlwind is fine. Kor'kron is fine. Just replenish our hand. Nothing crazy. Let's see if our opponent just left. I have a feeling he didn't. So we'll see. There we go. That's the spirit. Alright. Okay, actually got a low roll. There we go. So he just rage skipped a turn or something. Well, I think we're going to be alright.
The blade be thirsty.
Armor made to fit.
So there's one Lightning Storm gone. See how many more we can get.
I wonder.
Because being able to draw those cards is very helpful. I still have one execute in hand. The problem is that I'm not drawing into any of my end game yet. I've pretty much, it's nice to have the deck tracker here. I know you can't see it, but pretty much my entire early game side is just gone now. So everything that I'm, the nice part is that the bottom part of my deck here, everything's big stuff. So that's good. And I'm at 39 health, so I can afford to take some face damage. Oh, there's an example.
There is little time.
Alright. Okay. So how much mana do we have again? So that's going to be 3. That's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It clears most of our hand. Let's play you first. I screwed around enough the last time. Actually running out of rope here. Alright, connections are fun. So 15 face damage. 16 face damage. Not terrible. It's like I got spectated again by the same guy who was watching yesterday. And Shaman game where I get 2 Frothin' Berserkers out. Now he can still clear this. There's a lot of ways he can clear this. If he doesn't throw up a taunt, there's a taunt. I was about to say, if he doesn't throw up a taunt, we win. But there's a taunt. Well, our life's a resource, right? And all we're doing for the rest of the game is just drawing into good stuff. Still think buffing up the 2 Frothlings was still the best move there, because it forced a reaction. Still a little surprised. I know I say this every time. I feel like Alakir, well, I mean, he's 8 mana enough for a 3/5 body. Everything else is just gravy, and he's a legendary, and you can only have one of them.
What to do?
Let's see.
I wonder. There is little time.
What's it gonna be? Is it another Stormcrack? Master of Evolution? And that's not gonna do it. That was a good one.
For honor.
If I don't suddenly disconnect here, that'll be a good one.
I can wait no longer. Haste my
Alright, there we go. For the win! That was definitely an interesting one. It's a very different shaman from what I'm used to running into. Whew. We're gonna keep riding this train as long as we can, I guess, right? Let's see, how's my frame rate doing? Probably dropped a few that last one. Alright, Warlock. Is it Zoo? We want it to be Zoo, but if it's Zoo, we really don't want any of these cards. Armorsmith can contest a few things. Frothing is okay. We want War Axe. So it's very likely Zoo. You know, I'll take all the Whirlwinds. That's fine. We're running 3. I've thought about 4. I'd probably dump Rag for that. That's annoying to not have a War Axe to punch through. So we'll see how he does. He doesn't have more 1-drops, does he? Okay. So that helps from a Battle Rage perspective. Well, since I'm going to be coining out the Bloodhoof anyway, it's probably better for me just to drop the Armorsmith. Okay. Change plans. Somebody's about to get executed. Question is, do I do it this turn or next turn? There's the War Axe. I mean, there's so many ways I can... There's so many lines of play I can take. I can put a body on the board. Versus Zoo, I feel like I'm always rewarded when I greed out my Whirlwinds. And I do have an axe in hand. So while he can take this on right now, I still think that Bloodhoof's better. And we can try and aggressively kill out his lower health minions in the long run. See if he power overwhelmings or drops an Imp Gang boss here or something. Or just tentacles. If he just tentacles, he's playing right into my hands. With the exception that we can't War Axe and Frothing next, or Ravaging next turn. We can execute. Which I'd rather save the execute for a Sea Giant. Second void.
What now?
I don't want to get too burned by Argus here. But I do think it's correct to slam this because I can't always execute it. So let's see what else we draw. Blood to Ichor's fine. So here comes the face damage. There's Argus, not on the Councilman. Thank you. You are too kind. I mean, I'm taking a ton of face damage here. Second War Axe is great. Nope, that's absolutely correct. Should have attacked with the axe first. Like right now, my life total is my biggest liability.
Stop yelling!
Alright, so he's doing the smart play as if... Alright, how do we want to do this? Because most of the time they're not going to expect that you have the second Whirlwind, which is exactly why they do this.
I wonder.
So board clear aggression. The problem is that I have no health now. So could have losing that 2-1 be all the difference? It might be.
The light protects me.
Alright, Argent Squire. Flame Imp, not my favorite. Fierce Monkey, on the other hand, is very good. Alright. So we're going to get a little lower on the health pool than I'd like here. But we have tempo. That's the name of the deck, right? Alright.
Stop yelling!
Get it out! Get it out!
For the war chief! For Hellscream!
Alright, is he going to be able to do something? Most Zulocks do not play Demon Wrath, so we're not going to respect that possibility. Low Sea Giant. At least we have the bodies to clear that, so that's good.
Let the pain speak to me.
For Hellscream! For Hellscream!
So we've gotten rid of one Councilman, one Forbidden Ritual, both Imp Gang bosses, one Sea Giant. We have Grom in hand. This could work out. Okay, something off the top.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay. Is it second tentacles? No. Okay, we just don't want that to ping this guy. We don't want him to ping the ghoul, so it's going to ping the ghoul. We know this already. What we want to do is ping the acolyte. Okay, face is fine. Okay. Oh, that sucks. We'll live, but it sucks. Good top deck. That is a good top deck. I don't know if it's better like Grom here or not, so let's do this. Alright.
I can wait no longer. Taste my breath.
We want to stop any Argus plays or potential comeback BS still, so we'll do it this way. Leroy, does he have power overwhelming? Does he have double power overwhelming?
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Ooh,
Well
he got me. What can you say? That's Zoo. Got the matchup I wanted.